In this video, we check out a Terraria mod that adds in multiple weather events to the game, from earthquakes to hurricanes to even more unique ones like a burning ash storm. Let's hop in game and check it out. We are here today checking out a mod that adds in dynamic weather to Terraria. It is on the older version of Mod Loader, but this is a dope mod. It's kind of like what we have today in modern day Terraria with like lightning storms, especially with the new update adding in like actual lightning that could damage things. But this mod called Various Weathers, who would have thought that that's the name of the mod, made by the original Spirit mod developer, adds in a bunch of cool events. If I go ahead and sweep through here, you can see we got ashfall, acid rain, stardust, thunderstorms, light rain, meteor showers, hurricanes, tremors, all kind of stuff. As you see right now, we got this little device here, meteorological scanner, and it's telling us what is being detected currently. It's tranquil winds. Too peaceful. I want something crazy. So let's bring in these little modules here and let's see what type of events we could get popping. Let's start with some simple ash storm. Oh, look at that. Straight to it. And the music, listen. Even the music is straight up switching up. Hold up, kind of bumping. Now this ash storm here, I believe, is a reference to the ash storms that happen in the Dragonborn DLC for Skyrim / Morrowind, whatever you want to say, because this little event here actually adds in a bunch of ash enemies from there. Look at this. We got an ash strider, and that's ash, not ass. Cool little enemies, got a decent amount of health. We got the spawns that also can ride the striders, kind of sick. Then we got the spawns themselves. I'll put a picture on the screen what they look like in Skyrim. We got the netches. I love the netches. Not really, but you know, I guess they're cool. They're kind of just like jellyfish. I believe that's all from this event though. I don't think there's any more from this event. Nice little ash event. I mess with this. I like the idea of a more dynamic weather, just like a whole weather system in general that adds in like a bunch of new stuff, just like this mod does. Because on top of it just adding weathers, it adds in a bunch of stuff from the weather, like this. Look, consumable leg gives us a little regen buff, and then of course all the new enemies. They're kind of like mini events if you think about it. Now some of these events are a little bit more tame, obviously. Things like butterfly swarm, firefly swarm, we can check these out real quickly, but again, they're, like I said, pretty tame. And then we got things like winds, which we kind of have today in modern day Terraria, but this is 1.3, so obviously there is a heavy version. Can I switch to the heavy version? It won't let me turn on the heavy version, but the heavy version pretty much like blows you away, exactly what you expect. Let's see these firefly and butterfly swarms. What do these look like? Where are the butterflies at? Is this like a nighttime event? I have no idea. Do enemies just start spawning in more? That's what I'm assuming happens. Not enemies, but butterflies. Same thing with the firefly one, I'm assuming too, but maybe we got to make it nighttime for these dudes to pop up. Ooh, look at this. We got a little Aurora Borealis going on. This is actually sick as hell. I think this might just be in the Spirit mod. If you guys didn't know, this was made by the Spirit mod developer. Yo, look at that. And we got special enemies that come out during the Aurora Borealis. Tigel Turn. Interesting name. I believe there is a couple more enemies. We got this, the little Aurora Veil. Okay. And then there's a cool looking deer. Look at that thing. Yeah, I'm not seeing the like butterflies and firefly swarm, but I feel like we kind of know exactly what those would look like, right? Let's go to an interesting one, that being the tremors. And I'm not talking about that doo-doo mod. No, I'm talking about we will get random earthquakes every now and then. It's kind of cool. Not something you expect in Terraria ever. I'm trying to see if we could get one to activate here. While we wait for a tremor to happen at any time, we have another one going on called Vile Deluge. And as you can see, there's little bits of corruption sort of raining down on us. Kind of disgusting, right? And I believe there is some new enemies from this one too. I'm assuming there's also a corruption, or I mean crimson version. These are the type of enemies that will pull up, these little putrid consumers. What's our crimson equivalent? Which would that be? This one, the hemophage? Yo, this is a sick looking enemy. Look at this thing. It's like a little like imp. Does a little dash attack on you. Okay, what else we got? Bottom feeder. Ew, what is that thing? Disgusting, but in a good way. It matches the crimson. We got this plasmid. I'm seeing a lot more crimson enemies than I am corruption ones. So in hard mode here, there's a couple of different events. Maybe that's why we weren't seeing some. Look at this little crystal rain event in the hollowed biome. Literally drops crystals. Look at this prism shard, and it does do damage too. We got these little crystal, what are they called? Crawlers. Kind of a sick little hollow themed weather event. Now we have the little gravity flux one, which I have no idea idea what this does. Is this just like flip gravity? Everything is lighter. Oh, look at this. I get a nice little higher vertical. I got that LeBron James type vertical. So we have the full-on hurricane going on, which this happens when it's raining, obviously. And as you can see, we got a little bit of lightning. We got a lot of rain. There's a little wind every now and then that pushes me around. But it's getting like insanely dark. Look at this. It was literally like daytime. I literally just made it morning daytime, and the hurricanes made it super dark. Another one we have here is the hailstorm. You can hear all the hail hitting. I can't really see it though. I just hear it landing everywhere. I'm assuming that it possibly does damage. Yeah, look at that. Big ass chunks of ice falling. I remember one time I got hit by a giant piece of hail during a hailstorm. Concussed me for 5 months. Completely true story, by the way. Now it is super green because it is acid rain. This is kind of like the little calamity event that they have when you go to the Sulphur Sea Beach. Oh look, music bumping too. But as you see, the acid seeps through your armor, reduces defense, and saps life. There's a couple of enemies that we can see in this acid rain event. Here's a bunch of them. We got a lot of things that make sense here, and we even got a dude in a hazmat suit. There's also a jellyfish swarm event sort of going on. So if we come over here to the ocean, the jellyfish spawn rate is a little bit higher, and there's a couple of new ones. Let me go ahead and let me turn the lights on so we can see here. Okay, that might be way too bright. We got thermal jellyfish. We got etheric jellyfish. Kind of sick. And the music is always bumping. Come on, you always know the music bumping. Is there any other jellyfish? We got panspermic blob. Is that a jellyfish? I don't know. Voltaic jellyfish. Etheric shadow. So we got some scarier jellyfish. But cool little event. We got a little heat wave going on. Damn, look at this. You know, the little desert effect and the hell heat wave effect. Yeah, imagine that, but even crazier. Heat stroke. The sweltering heat reduces your movement speed. Perhaps a refreshing drink of water may help. Hold up. Does that actually work? You tell me, if I take a nice sip of some water, will that actually stop me? Oh, yeah, look at that. Drinking water negates the effect of heat stroke. Appreciate that. Does it get like worse in the desert? I have no idea. But this is a nice little realism in Terraria if you're looking for that. I don't know if there's any enemies associated with it. Yo, tremors. You saw that? It shook for a little bit. That might be the best we get from the tremors because they are just kind of random. You know, sort of like real life. It's a little scary when they just start happening randomly. We got another firefly swarm. Oh, there you go. Look, a single firefly. Is that a swarm? I don't know. Oh, no. I see two. At least. We got this electrical storm and heavy winds. So as you can see, we're slowly being pushed away. And we got the lightning. This is sort of like modern day Terraria lightning. Maybe it does more damage in this though. I don't know. I don't think, yeah, you can't get struck by lightning in modern Terraria. I think they're adding it in, which is kind of hype. I like when there's, you know, little weather events, especially in a game like Terraria. It'll just be a nice little change of pace. Ooh, more lightning. But in this little, you know, weather event, little lightning, electrical storm, we got these new fish. Gliding voltfish, which are just like electrical sort of flying fish. Voltaic elementals, just some more electric elementals that pull up. Hold up, you dropped a weapon. What does this do? Okay, nice little weapon. We have a little ash storm combined with a meteor shower. Now I believe, oh, there's a meteor right there. I believe the ash storm is different from the ash fall. I don't know what the difference is. Maybe one's like a little bit lighter. Oh, I like the meteor showers in the background. Pretty nice looking. Yeah, ashfall I think is just little bits of ashes, not as serious as the storm itself. Still pretty sick. Now I do want to see the rest of the enemies in this. There is a good bit of enemies. Let's go ahead, let's pop out these enemies. Hold on, let's get rid of this event that's going on. Let's see what beautiful enemies we missed out on. We got a tar sap horror. Ew, what is that? He just drops tar on our head. Okay, we got a lava lith, kind of looks sick. We got some crate mimics, which I believe these are in the modern spirit mod now, which is kind of cool. We got a bunch of fish, including a bloatfish. Yuck. Tainted merman. Yo, that dude looks sick. We have an ion courser, which is a little worm type enemy. Celestial slime, which is just a little, I'm assuming like meteor type slime. Celestial probe, same thing. We have the honey wasp, little jungle themed enemy. So I'm assuming maybe there's like a honey event that happens. Flying bloodhorn, what is that? And then we got a hazmat zombie. So I think there's like a whole little acid rain event. Yeah, the acid rain event I can't get to activate no matter what I do. I believe this mod does have like a later version, but the only thing about the later version is it doesn't include the modules where I could just use them and bring in the weather event. So the best way for me to get weather events right now is just go like this. Watch, make a nice nighttime, make it daytime. There's a new event. Autumn winds, we get a nice little breeze going on here. But on top of all these sick little events, there is a lot of good items that the mod adds in. As we can see, we got all kinds of weapons. We got this little one that shoots poison out. We got this one that is a homing boomerang. That's kind of good. We got a bow. Can't go wrong with a bow. I don't know what this bow does specifically. Occasionally shoots out spurts of eyeballs. One of the cooler weapons is the blood scowl blade, which is also from the Dragonborn DLC. Sick little weapon. Just a lot of weapons that you would pretty much expect to see from like Spear mod itself, because I believe a lot of this stuff has transferred over straight to the Spear mod, including some of the weather events and other little things like the enemies. But back in the day when this came out, it was definitely game changing. Terraria only had like so many events and stuff, not really like dynamic weather events like we got now with like the lightning stuff and the little windstorm that happens. So it's cool seeing a mod do this back in the day, especially, you know, back when it was Team Loader 1.3 and not current day Team Loader where it's a little bit more advanced. This was also made by the Spear mod dev, which I said a couple times now. The original Spear mod dev, I believe, doesn't work on the mod anymore. I think they left the dev team to pursue something else, or they just left in general. I don't know. But the Spear mod people, they came out with a lot of good little tinier mods and stuff everywhere. So shout out to them for creating this mod, you know, probably inspiring some future mod endeavors or developers, whatever. But yeah, super sick. Look, there's even a codex to see all the little events: Strange Seas, Honey Rain, Healing Rain, Gravity Flux, Blood Rain, Visceral Storm. Okay, so that's the Vile Deluge. That's the Crimson version. Crystal Shower. Like, there's a lot that we didn't really get to see here. Some of them I kind of don't really have an option to show because, like I said, like some of them just don't work correctly from the little modules. And I believe that I have like a developer version of this. Oh, there's another tremor. I have the developer version of this where I'm allowed to even use the modules, and even them aren't even working correctly. Make sure y'all leave a like, turn on the notification bell, and hit the subscribe button if you want to see future videos. Tell me what you think about this mod. I remember I had this mod in a mod pack. I think it was my Century Weapons only mod pack. So I think I will link that playlist or one of the streams to it, because it was always cool just seeing like the random weather events happen all the time throughout the playthrough. So I would really like to see something like this in modern day Terraria. Maybe it does exist and I just don't know. But thank y'all for watching. I'll see y'all in the next video. Have a good one.